What's up, everyone? This is Zarina with Zarina's Guides. I'm also Bleurain in the game of Upland, and this is about Upland, so I won't even go further. I will say that Discord, or the QR code up in the corner of my screen is for my Discord to my game, Leading Answer, and we will have a show tomorrow, God willing, where you can totally join in live, 7 p.m. PT, and play, and maybe win $50 playing just a fun silly trivia question game. It's like anyone can play. Literally, if you're like 13 and above, probably you'd be good at it. Not that it's appropriate for kids under 18. So just, I guess, viewers' discretion is advised if you're like a child. But it is a fun trivia game. Anyways, join the Discord. That's where you can fill out the surveys. And also, if you are in Upland, you can get a free map asset just by joining my Discord, and you get a free map asset every time you do one of the surveys that's posted weekly. So I'm going to go ahead and show, actually. Let me add to the stage here. This is one of my new map assets. It's the teddy bear. I think it's gift wrap box. I forget what it's called, but teddy bear in box, or teddy balloons and teddy in box. I'll show you the other thing, but you can see this is what it looks like. Super cute. I love it. I also have the balloon wrapped gift. That's rare. There's only 10 minutes of those. Another one I got. Oh, hang on. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. This is over in the Real Note LA. I just placed that one. And I also want to go ahead and place. You see these messages are telling me that I got these things ready. There's an I love you teddy bear map asset. And so I love you. I think this is like such a cute one. There will be 1,000 of these, so this one's not going to be rare like the balloon wrapped gift, which there are only 10. But definitely, if you want yourself one of these I love you teddy bears, so that you can give it to a friend in the game, or maybe a loved one in the game, go ahead and head to LA and pick one up from my Zarina's Art location in the road node. So let's go ahead and get that teddy put there. And if you're interested, I can put this in other shops. I do have Zarina's Art locations elsewhere. And if, just so you know, if you buy these, they will be for dollars, not UpX. You might catch one on sale for some UpX, but we'll see. Initially, they'll be on sale for dollars because, again, you buy from my stores that are my UGC, my own designs, then you get store credit to my Etsy store. And yeah, might be worth it for you if you like whatever I have on my Etsy store. So I also have, just so you guys know, some cornhole sets. They're sitting here. Let me see if I can click on it. Yeah, so I have the one with blue bags, and I have the one with red bags. So, you know, both teams are represented. So definitely feel free to hop on by and check those out. Again, Zarina's Art, and for sale in the Real Node LA. All right, so you guys are probably here just for the floor. You're like, what's going on? Let's get to it. I will go ahead and, oopsie, let me stop that. Let's get the floor pulled up for you. And let's see here. Got it right there. Okay, so a lot of looks like this is not really a lot of red, actually. There's a lot I thought that went up. So I feel like there's more ups than there were down since last week. This is August 9th, and it's a comparison between the 9th and the 2nd. So you can see the 2nd over there. Let me see how it looks for you guys. Just, you know, zoom in if you need to on your own screen, but I think this looks like a decent enough view for you guys to check it out. So, all right. So basically, Arlington did go down on both sides. but most cities actually seem to have gone up. So Arlington didn't have a good week as far as like where it's going. Not horribly bad, but from 683 back down to 588. That one kind of hurts a little if you're selling for dollars. But Bakersfield is up. Woohoo for Bakersfield. It's going up a little bit, not too much, but it's not horrible. Berlin did go down, but not super bad decreases at all there. Bermuda, though, pleasantly went up on the dollar side, and not a bad jump from $5 to $5.78. Might be nearing that $6 range. We'll see how players play it, but I thought that was decent for Bermuda. to go up a little bit there because I was expecting it to just trend downwards towards 315, to be honest. So the fact that it's hanging out above $5 and then increasing, it's a little promising. Birmingham just went down a little bit, just a smidge over there on the upper side. It's still 315 for that floor. The Bronx going down just a little bit, but not doing anything on the dollar side. Brooklyn, nothing happened. It's the same floor as it was last week. Buenos Aires going up nicely on that upper side, but on the dollar side, it's still our 315 floor. Chicago, 315. Cleveland, 315. And also going down on the upper side there in Cleveland. Dallas went up a little bit on the upper side, but dropped on the dollar side as well. And $4 for Dallas. I mean, 419 was last week, but it's just, are we going to hit 315 for Dallas? I don't know. Detroit looking not too great, but that's just Detroit for you. Fresno going down on the upper side. So interesting drop there. I do check these for jailbirds at the floor. That's not a jailbird setting the floor. Kansas City not doing much. It's going down on the upper side, still 315. And a lot of these are not too exciting for me. Las Vegas going down too. But there was one thing I did see that was interesting, and I think it was Miami. I want to say that Miami had this 473. But then after this, there's like a $5-ish and then maybe $6 kind of range coming. So I was almost tempted, to be honest, to buy this one because I'm like, maybe this is like actually maybe it might be a decent deal. You can see it's down from where it was, like 18%. So that one was tempting. I did end up buying on the dollar side today, but it was not from Miami. And there's also, I know what it was. This Miami one just above it for $525. There's a Flag of Me collection property, which was tempting. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll get that. But there were other $5-ish, like approximately Flag of Me. So I was like, okay, whatever. Nashville, or was it Flag of Me? I think it was. Anyways, Nashville, not really doing anything. New Orleans, not really doing much either. 315. Paris, though, look at Paris. $5.72. That's a really low floor for Paris opening. I mean, like, this is how far we're already there. We're already at $5.72 for Paris. So, I mean, people who were FOMOing out that first week and buying more Paris and dropping dollars might be a little sad to see that this is what the prices are. But this is also enlightening for people who are new players. Like, don't FOMO and start spending a bunch of money on a city opening, because just after you know what's collections and not collection, you'll see a lot of drops in prices. So better just to wait, don't FOMO, and see how it pans out. Porto, not too bad for the upper side, especially compared to other places. Like, for example, Los Angeles, it's under Porto's. So Porto's doing better than Los Angeles. There's a 315 floor in Los Angeles. There's a 315 floor in Porto. But the upper side, you're making more upics if you're selling over in Porto right now. Queens, I feel like Queens is like a baby Detroit. It reminds me a lot of Detroit, although it's in New York. It's got that going for it. But as far as like the floor there, it's Rio, same thing. Those are like some fairly inexpensive places still for the Epic side, and there's $3.15 for that floor. And the people waiting in line to sell for $3.15 is extensive in Rio and in Queens and in Chicago and in Cleveland. Most of these places with $3.15 floors have a lot of people, but not Miami. So kind of like, Miami's at $4, whatever, and it's going up after that. So you might want to take a look at that. Rutherford is where I ended up purchasing today on the dollar side, because it was like maybe $15 for a property there. And what made me with a selling point was next door was Abdullah. I was like, you know what? If Abdullah's next door, it can't be a bad property. I'll go ahead and take this one. And no one around was really selling for like really cheap. So this one seemed to be like a one-off in the area that it was in. And it was a little slice. It was a little slice of pie. It wasn't like one of the big properties, like one of those little triangle ones that Rutherford has. But Rutherford's great for hunting. And Rutherford look at that, 51,000 in compared to Santa Clara and San Francisco. Rutherford's looking pretty good. Look at the floor, $18.89. Look at San Francisco, $5.77. Look at Santa Clara, $8.40. What is it about Rutherford? It's a great hunting spot. It's a small city. It's minted out. You got to buy from secondary if you want to get in there. And it's really great for new players to learn how to hunt. So I love me some Rutherford. And when I see it, I decided to go ahead and get that one. So I was like, you know what? it's like I said, it's next to Abdullah. It's in a great area. No one's selling really for very inexpensive over there. So I think it was a deal for me. But you can see San Francisco. Oh wait, I skipped over Saint Denis. It's down. Of course, it's dropped. And then on the dollar side, though, you can get you some for some $4.19 if you're interested. And I didn't check out collections there, but that might be something we should check out. Sao Paulo down on the upper side, still 315. Oh, we had this pronunciation last time. Was it Slough? I don't remember. I think it was Slough though. It's going up on the upper side, but it's 315. South Lake Tahoe went up a little bit, not much. Didn't do much on the dollar side. And then we get down here to Tokyo. We saw a drop from 683 to 525 over in Tokyo. So, but look at this up in Trenton. Trenton's up from last week from 3,885 to 5,000. So it's hopping up, catching up with places like Detroit. Let's see what Detroit was at again. Detroit's under it. So Detroit still may be one of the cheapest places despite these starter cities. All right, everybody, that's the floor for you. I don't think that you need to see much more. I mean, you can go take a look at this video backwards. I didn't do a node update this time because I didn't have time to research that for you. upxland.me is where I do all my research. I appreciate them. And by the way, totem cycles have started. And if you want to know where to get your totem information, I highly suggest my upland.info. Let me see what it is. Let me see myupland.info. Yeah, go register for them because doing that gets you info for, let me show you. Let me stop and show before I go. Share screen. All right. So here's one of mine. You can see is this mine? Am I logged in? I think I am. Maybe not. Let me log in and make sure I'm logged in, so you guys can make sure you see. So I have an email with them. I think. I don't remember setting a password though. Oh yeah, see, check your email for login info. That's annoying because I don't want to check my email. But anyways, hang on, let me stop sharing. One sec. Let me go to my email without you guys staring at all my emails and get logged in here for a second. So that's kind of the annoying part, is they don't seem to have like it doesn't request a password. It makes you just keep logging back into your email to use to log in. So let's see. Let me see if they ended up in my junk mail. I don't see a thing from them. Yep, it's in my junk mail. So be aware, probably is going to go to your junk. Visit link. Okay. Am I connected? Looks like I am. You have no premium activated, but that's fine. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, so here we are on this page. This is me. It's got my information here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on my Upland info. And where are there things? There's a thing. Statistics. I'm used to my phone where I have a little list. Okay, so under statistics is where you have totems. And then when you get to this page, be aware also that they have things in a different time. Like I think you might go under settings to do it. Let's see, account, set time offset. So it's telling me to put a -6. But it's saying it also thinks I'm in Texas. I think I really needed to put a -7 to have mine be accurate. So I'll know based on the time it says it is. Local time for me is 9:10. And I think that looks correct. 21 minus, I think that's correct. Anyways, don't forget to do that. So back over here at totems. This is where you want to put in your own name in lowercase, and now you see there's mine. Boom. And you can see it tells me my rarity, whatever. Burned, no. And then under this part, if you go to details, this is the gold part. This is where it's golden for you. It tells you your feeding intervals, 16 hours for this one, and how much I should feed it, and how much it's going to cost me total and protum. So that's pretty nice. It's like, it's pretty good to know. Once I start feeding it though, it's going to tell me what time my next term, my next interval should be, which is really helpful. But I haven't started mine. I'm waiting till 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow to start mine. I think that's the ideal time that's going to work for me. So make sure you calculate that, because if you have, I use ChatGPT or something like it to tell me when I ideally should start, given if I have blah, blah, blah number of totems and they have whatever number feeding cycles. And its suggestion was like start certain number at 6 p.m. and then start some other ones at 10 a.m., which will work for me tomorrow on the weekend. So, and then at work, I think that will I'll keep up with that. All right, everybody. I think that's it. I think that's good. Don't forget to stop by my stores in game, Zarina's Art. Don't forget to scan that QR code and come join my Discord. And leave a comment, hit that like, and I see you guys in Upland. Ciao.